This video is about rate measure. Now how do we measure rate? We measure rate by taking the ratio of two related quantities. So rate is defined as change of some quantity with respect to other quantity. And the quantity on numerator is the dependent quantity and the quantity on denominator is the independent quantity. Now see this. This is the independent quantities. The most common type of rate is per unit time. So here is time t and this is some other quantities like distance. So we do this, that distance divided by time. We get speed. So the speed is the rate of change of distance with respect to time. Speed is the rate of change of something with respect to something. So this is how we measure rate. Now there are two types of rates, which is average rate of change. Now to understand what is average rate of change, you have to see what is the slope of a line. Now see this. This is a line, and when we do this, that is slope of a line. Slope of line tells us that how tilted the line is, that how the function is increasing with respect to x-axis. Slope is y2 minus y1, that means this minus this, divided by x2 minus x1, that means how far we have to go in y direction when we go in x direction. So this is the slope. So if we take average rate of change, we are just finding the slope. So if we take this point here and give this name a t, then this one will be f x plus t and this is fx. So the slope will be, this is not a linear function in here. We can't define the rate of change at this big point. I'm just giving it a demonstration to make you understand what is average rate of change. So similarly, if we do this, x2 minus x1 is t here. So here y2 is this one, fx plus t, and y1 is fx, the function itself. So we get average rate of change like this. And now this is a non-linear function. This is changing here differently. This is changing here differently. We found out a line here to get the average rate of change. But what about the instantaneous rate of change? How do we get the instantaneous rate of change at one single point? So to do that, we take limit. We take this thing so small, that means as it approaches to 0. Then instead of finding the slope of a line, we find the slope of the tangent which just touches the function. So that is how we find instantaneous rate of change. And this is how we measure rate. So thanks for watching this video, and always remember that math is everything.